In the final analysis, no such thing as heterosexuality and no such thing as homosexuality. These two words were invented in the last 100 years. Did you know that? 100 years ago, if someone said, I'm heterosexual, you know, what? All we have, all that exists, all that reality offers us is not heterosexuality, homosexuality, bisexuality, and all. They're coming up with all kinds of new terms these days. All that reality provides for us is called sexuality. And the word sexuality refers to the difference, the distinction of male and female. That's what the word sexuality means. Difference. Remember? Why are there two sexes? What is this difference between male and female all about? The word heterosexuality is redundant. It means different difference. The word homosexuality is a contradiction. It means same difference. Now, it's dangerous when we invent words that shift us away from reality. All we have is sexuality. The tragedy of original sin is that all of us, I don't care what your particular tendency might be, when I say there's no such thing as homosexuality, I'm not saying that there aren't large numbers of men and women who experience sexual attraction to their own sex. Obviously, that is true. And statistically speaking, there are probably men and women in here today who have an attraction towards members of their own sex. There are men here today who experience attraction to their own sex. You are not gay. You are simply a man who is confused about his sexual identity. Guess what? Every man is confused about his sexual identity. If there is a woman here today who experiences sexual attraction to your own sex, you are not a lesbian. You are a woman who is confused about her sexual identity as a woman. Guess what? Every woman is confused about her identity as a woman. Why? Because we live in a broken world. What is it that a man and a woman can do that two women cannot do? What is it that a man and a woman can do that two men cannot do? I am complete in all the functions of my body as a man except one. I will never give birth to a child. But my reproductive organs make no sense by themselves. Everything in my body is on its own except my reproductive system. Everything in a woman's body works perfectly well on its own except the reproductive system. And it is only masculinity that reveals the fulfillment of your femininity. And it is only femininity that reveals the fulfillment of our masculinity. Two men standing next together, we don't see this completion. Two women standing next to each other, we don't see this completion condemn anyone. Absolutely not. Now some might object. But we're born this way. People who have these feelings are born this way. Or it's just in our biology. Now, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Let's just give these studies, these scientific studies, the benefit of the doubt. Let's assume maybe there is some biological link. But we know something in our faith that science doesn't know. Biology itself has been affected by original sin. Alcoholism, so the scientists say, is largely rooted in biology. But brothers and sisters, does it make any sense to say God made me to be an alcoholic and the only way I can be happy is by binging on booze? Does that make logical sense? all of us, this is the key point, all of us are in need of sexual healing.